In this video, we will learn how to use Excel to create the cross-tabulation when we're facing the quantitative data. So we will use the file called lab1. First, look at the page called example2 GPA and ACT. So we have two variables, ACT scores and GPA. So how can we create a cross-tabulation? And to be simple, so we're just following the similar step as the procedure to create the cross tabulation for the categorical data. First, click the insert and find the pivot table and choose it. And once you choose the pivot table, now we can select the data. So here we have a little icon, select it, and choose both column A and column B. And click OK. So now we can drag the data to our pivot table area. First, drag one variable to the columns, drag another variable to the rows, and drag one of the variable to the value area. Don't drop all of them, we just drop one. So now we can see is we have a joined cross tabulation. So what happened? So this will be that huge is because they really don't try to classify to define classes for the quantitative variable. So what we need to do now is trying to use a computer to help us to classify each variable. So for instance, we want to first classify the row labels. So the row is for the GPA. So you can see how you drag it. So it's for GPA. So let's choose one of the cell for within the row labels. And once you choose it, and right click your mouse, and here we have one option called group, and choose group. So now we can find starting at 0.04 and ended at 4. So which means in this whole data set, the minimum value is 0.45 and the maximum value is 4. So which means we have ACT, the GPA for this sample, and have the minimum value equal to 0.5, and the maximum value for the GPA is 4. And now the by 1, which means it is counted as width of each classes. So by 1 means we are from 0.05 to 1.5. It will be our first class, and 1.5 to 2.5 will be our second class. So let's count 1 as our class width and click OK. So now what we found is the original, we have many rows as our row label, but now we decrease the number of classes to 4 classes. The first class is from GPA equal to 0.5 to 1.5. The second class is from 1.5 to 2.5. The third class is from 2.5 to 3.5. The last class from 3.5 to 4.5. So now we still are not happy about the column label. So we have too many column labels. So what we want to do is try to classify our ACT score as well. So first, choose one of the column labels. So either 14, 15, 16, and right-click the mouse and move down, find the group. So now we can see it started from 14 and end up 35, which means the minimum value is 14 and the maximum value is 35. And by 1 means the class width is 1. So you may not happy about this class width. So let's change to 5. So let's see how the column label change. After you choose 5 as class width, you can find the first class is from 14 to 18, so the class width is 5. And the second class is from 19 to 23, the class width is 5 as well. So that's how you changed in the value when you set up the group. So the by means by how much as your group. So now this will be our cross tabulation for our variable when both variables are quantitative data.